Hey there, thank you for stopping by again and welcome to another video on project planning. In this video, we will teach you a bit about a project planning tool called the Work Breakdown Structure, also known as WBS. This video will also illustrate how this tool is used in project planning. But first, we need to provide a brief explanation of what the Work Breakdown Structure is about. Let's get into it. So, what is the Work Breakdown Structure? In simple terms, a work breakdown structure is a project planning tool used to identify the main activities in a project and then break them down into detailed, smaller, easier to manage tasks. As the name suggests, it gives the entire project a structure. It is also used to articulate the scope of the project. To help you understand this tool, let's illustrate using a project or an example. In this project example, we are required to plan the building of a house from start to finish. We call this a project because we have a defined start and finish date, and there is also a limited budget to complete this project. To plan the project, the work breakdown structure allows us to break this project down into work streams, tasks, or principal activities. These principal activities are usually consistent with the project objectives, milestone, outcomes, or deliverables. The deliverables for the project, for example, will include designing and building the house, installing utilities, finishing, and furnishing the house. After doing this, we then go further to break each principal activity down. Taking the house design as an example, this could be broken into two tasks, which are drawing up an architectural plan and making changes to the plan. There are a few activities that needs to be completed when drawing the plan, so we break this down further. These include the survey and purchase of land, appointing an architect to draw the plan, and seeking government approval for the plan. As we have already identified the first level of the WBS as the principal activities, the second level are usually referred to as work packages, and within these work packages, we have activities or tasks. And that will be all for this project's first principal task or milestone. Let's break down another principal activity, which is the building stage of the project. This stage of the project, for instance, could be broken into three work packages. This is the foundation, masonry, and roofing stages. To complete the foundation, there are two activities that must be completed, which are land excavation and leveling. At the masonry stage, 4 activities are included in the breakdown. These are brick cutting, construction of brick framing or pillars, mixing mortar, and laying of bricks. For the roofing, there are also 4 notable activities. These are the installation of roof joists, ventilation systems, and roof overlay. Then the roofing tiles are laid. This process of breaking down each principal task to the lowest level continues until the entire work breakdown structure is completed. It is worth noting that when carrying out a WBS for a more complex project, this procedure can quickly get out of hand. It is for this reason, numbers are assigned to the principal activities. From each principal activity, the tasks within are sub-numbered to match the numbers of the principal activities. Watch as we number the illustrated table for this explanation to make sense. When developing the WBS, you must ensure that each principal activity and sub-tasks do not overlap. This is what we describe as the tasks being mutually exclusive. In other words, none of the tasks and activities must be repetitive. You must also ensure that the work breakdown structure shows the entire activities and tasks that must be carried out to complete the project. In other words, the work breakdown structure must be exhaustive. Considering our example, the work breakdown structure is not exhaustive, as a house building project is way more complex than what is illustrated here. When developing the WBS, it is also imperative that the project manager allocates funding and time by specifying completion dates for each principal task. The manager must then break down the allocated duration and funding to each workload and tasks under each principal activity. It must be ensured that the entire duration and funding of the tasks and principal activities does not exceed what was allocated to the entire project. The WBS is usually considered a preliminary to developing either Gantt charts or conducting a network analysis. This is because the WBS allows you to identify activities that are dependent or in sequence or are in parallel. The common tool used for developing a WBS is Microsoft Word, but for larger projects, you might need a more specialized software such as Microsoft Project to develop your work breakdown structure. So, do you have a project or are you considering one? Why not try using the WBS to plan your project by following the guidelines provided in this video? We hope you have found this video useful. Please, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell and look forward to our other videos on project, operations, and supply chain management. We are so grateful that you have stopped by again. Thank you so much for watching and we hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.